Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Gerel, and today we're going to be doing a review on this foundation right here. Is the Givenchy Matissime Velvet. I hope I'm saying that right. This foundation has an SPF of 20, and this is the packaging right here. So I'm hoping that it's going to be a good foundation, especially during this hot weather, during the summer, springtime. You want to make sure that if you're wearing makeup, you know, it helps if it has a SPF on it, so it protects you from the sun. I grabbed the shade, I hope it's my shade. I could only afford one. This is a little pricey, but I still wanted to try it. So I grabbed the shade 06 Matte Gold. So it is going to be a matte foundation. So yeah, let's go ahead and try it. I'm going to try this foundation using my beauty blender as well as my brush, and this is the Sigma F80. So let's go ahead and try it. I already primed my face. Let me tell you what I used. I primed my face using the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer, and this is for pore minimizers. I use this on my T-zone, and the outer part of my face I use the Magic Lumi, but you don't have to do that. I'm doing it because this is what I usually do, so I wanted to do it the way that I usually do it. Now you can go ahead and use a primer. You can use this primer or whatever primer you have. I hope this is my shade. I'm going to shake it. So it has a pump, which is really good. So it has one fluid out. I'm gonna put some on the back of my hand, and I'm going to dab. So as you can see, it's now running down my hand. It's a little thick, so I'm just going to grab a little bit, and I'm going to use my beauty blender for this part. So it's blending on my skin very nicely. I picked a good shade. I think it looks good from here. Hopefully the camera is picking it up as well. So that was 2 pumps, and that's what I had to use in half of my face. So blending it down my neck. Okay, so I don't feel like it gives you a lot of coverage because I can still see my freckles. So this is definitely not a full coverage foundation. It could be, yeah, it's like light to medium coverage. Okay, so another 2 pumps, and I'm going to grab my brush. So I'm just stippling it. Now I'm just doing this for the sake of the review, because I know some of you might use a brush to apply your foundation. However, I usually apply always my foundations with a beauty blender most of the time. Very rare that I use a brush. Yeah, so the same thing with the brush. It's not, I mean, it has some blemishes right here and a little redness right here and around my nose, and it hasn't covered it, if you can see that. So it applied very well with the brush as well as the beauty blender. I don't feel like there's a difference. Maybe a little teensy more of a coverage with a brush, and a little bit more matte than dewy on this side right here. I don't know if you can tell, but yeah, I mean, so far it's looking good. So we'll see. Let's go ahead and put a second layer on. We're gonna cake it up today. All right, so I'm going to do a second layer. I'm just going to grab 1 pump, and I'm going to use the beauty blender for this side and see how it builds up. Okay, you guys, so I finished applying the foundation. I'm going to just, I mean, with the brush or with the sponge, it looks very good. I do have an oily T-zone, especially right on my forehead is where my oils stayed the most. But it's, you know, it just shows as dewy. It's definitely not making it matte. So I wouldn't say this is a matte foundation, like flat. It could be more like a satin finish. So far so good. So I put a second layer on and it did not cake it up at all. Not around my nose, on my pores. I mean, it's looking pretty good. From some reviews from people that purchased this foundation is that it doesn't matter how much you actually put, how much foundation you apply to your face, it does not cake up. And I can definitely agree with that because it's definitely not caking up. And like I said, this is the shade 06 Matte Gold, and it's really good, like a really good match. I'm so proud of myself. So let me tell you what it shows. It says, yeah, so the coverage is medium to sheer, so I can definitely agree. It's very sheer on the first layer, and I built it up to the second layer. It's definitely medium coverage. It's not full coverage because I can still see some of my aging spots or sunspots or freckles, whatever you want to call them. Let's call them freckles. Let's just pretend they're freckles, not aging spots. You know, I can still see a little bit of my blemishes, which is okay. I don't mind showing, you know, it is what it is. The skin type is for normal to combination. So a satin matte finish, radiant and natural. I totally agree with this. It gives you a really nice natural finish. It's not caking up, guys. It's not. It's really, really good so far. Okay, so this foundation says that the Matissime Velvet mattifies the complexion instantly with a long-lasting hold while keeping skin balanced and allowing it to breathe. It doesn't feel tacky, but I still need to set it because I always set my foundation, so I will set that. So I'm going to see how this foundation wears throughout the day. It is about 1:18 in the afternoon, so I'll let you know exactly how it holds. So I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup. Okay, so I'm going to use my Tarte concealer. I'm going to set it with my Laura Mercier, and I'm going to set the rest of my face using my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in medium dark to see how that works. And the reason why I'm using all these products, when I do my makeup, those are the products that I use. So I want to keep it real on to see how the foundation holds using the products that I normally use. The bronzer that I'm going to be using today to contour is this one right here, which is from MAC, from the new collection. I'm using MAC Give Me Sun to bronze my face up a little bit. The blush that I'm going to be using is the Becca Wild Honey. And this one is pretty neutral. I don't want too much blush. Glow myself up using the Anastasia and Beverly Hills and Nicole Guerrero Glow Getter. I will check in with you guys in a little while, and maybe in a couple of hours, see how things are going with the foundation, and I'll keep you posted. Okay, you guys, so I pretty much finished the look right now. This is how the foundation looks like. I had to leave my house for a little while, maybe about an hour and a half. No, more than an hour and a half. It's already 4:10. Around 1:30 when I actually finished applying my foundation. So this is the way it looks right now. I did have to touch up just a little bit over here, but that's all I did. I mean, I didn't even grab any powder. I just actually used this little sponge right here and just dab it on the forehead and on my chin. Exactly what I just did right now. That's all I did. Yeah, so it's been what, 3 hours? Yes, man, it goes by fast. So I'll check in again when I come back. I have to go and run some errands and take my kids to a couple of other things that we have to do. Pick up my mom from the airport today. So when I'm not going to come back and check in until maybe for another 4 hours. So we'll see how this holds up. It's not caking up. The foundation still looks pretty good. It doesn't look like it's caking up or doing any weird stuff around my nose or anything like that. So yeah, so far so good. I will check back in a little while. Okay, so this is my last checking in. It is 9:23. My lash is about to come out. Anyway, so here's the foundation before I take my lashes up, because I'm ready to like rip it off. No more lipstick. Lipstick worn out. Go ahead and put a little something something. So this is Rose by Dose of Color. It's just a gloss. Just bring it back. Foundation. I need a mirror. So as you can see, I am oily. A little bit of my redness is peeking through a little bit more than what it was. But a redness just showing because it's just wearing out. I mean, I can see like the dewiness. My skin is dewy. It's not separating, even though it's oily over here. It's still not separating the foundation, or like caking it all up in one spot. It's not doing that. So it's been a long day that I've had this makeup on. So I totally give it a thumbs up. I like the finish. I like it that it has an SPF. I like it that it didn't cake up around my nose or around my chin or anything like that. It didn't separate or did any weird stuff. I really like the whole packaging. I like it that it has a pump. So this foundation retails for $54, and I got mine at Sephora, and I will totally repurchase it. But that is all that I have to say. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and also subscribe to my channel, and if you can share it, I will totally appreciate it. That's it. Thank you so much once again, and see you next time. Bye. And I'm free. Yes. Oh, hey guys, that feels so good. Oh, yes. I'm done. I did it. I'm hot tea. Bye, guys.